Hello, everybody, and we continue to talk with all of our outstanding men's basketball coaches and student athletes here on the 2024 Men's Basketball Media Day for the Sooner Athletic Conference. I'm Jim Powers, the Assistant Commissioner of the Sooner, and we're going to head down to Dallas and a team that I know is going to be on the rise this year is North Texas Dallas. We're going to chat with their head coach, Josh Howard, and also just a terrific student athlete and a phenomenal basketball player, Vernon Johnson. And Vernon, last year I think you guys fell a little bit short on some of your goals. Has that motivated you guys during your off-season workouts and getting in the gym for preseason stuff as we get ready to go here in a few weeks?
Definitely. I would say the guys are more than motivated from last year. Seeing how everything panned out, being under 500, it's just the motivation that everybody's coming with. Everybody's striving to be better each day and be better than what we were last year. Have a new mindset. The chemistry is different this year, and it's just the all around aura in the gym is just different. I think everybody's coming together and understands that we're one of those teams that's kind of underlooked somewhat, and just looking to have a great year this year.
Talk a little bit about your leadership. And I know coach is leaning on you a little bit because you're one of those guys that have been here. Are you a vocal leader, lead by example, or do you kind of intermix the two, in between?
I would say this year is definitely a mix. Usually I'm more of a just keep my head down, lead by example, show how I play hard. But being a senior this year, knowing that I'm one of those guys everybody depends on. I've been in the system the longest, so everybody leans to me for questions on how to run this or what coach is looking for. So I kind of have to be more vocal and just lead that way.
And coach, talk a little bit about this young man and what he means to the program and how much you've kind of leaned into him to be that leader, not only in the classroom, on the court, in the community. It's just got to be a really, really cool thing to have a young man like him.
Definitely been a blessing to have Vernon Johnson on our team. Like you said, just a leader on and off the court, especially with his story. And I know he's been tired of me saying this for years, but his story off the court is the reason why I'm so in love with him and the way he approaches the game of basketball. He has no fear. He definitely leads by example, and that's one thing I see in myself and him. And he's always fighting to get these guys to fight to the end. So for me, having a guy like this on the team is another extension of myself where I can kind of focus on other things with the team when Vernon is able to, basically carry my torch while I'm not paying attention. So to have him is definitely a blessing, and hopefully he can push us over the top this year.
And you've got some other guys that are veterans, but also you've got a great group coming in of fresh
Yeah.
faces with some shoes to fill. Talk a little bit about some of those names that we are going to see throughout the year.
Well, one of the guys that we're going to depend on a lot from returning is Jaden Johnson Blair, our point guard, who's had a tremendous upside in shooting the ball better now and just having confidence in his teammates to find them and make the right read and the right play. Also, we have Jason Orta and Daniel Sloan. Those two guys were on my JV team 2 years ago, and they've definitely showed a lot of growth and maturity where I can trust them to play longer than 10 minutes out there on the court and be X factor guys. The new returners or the new guys I have coming, Greg Crawford, Dorian Williams, and Darian Jones all went to North Lake here in Dallas, Texas. All came from Josh Mills' um, team where I know Josh Mills as far as he coached at Wake Forest. So that's the connection we have. So I know he's taught them the way that I wanted them to be taught. And they're going to come in and just play, with their hair on fire and know that it's another opportunity for them to continue their college basketball career and hopefully, make it to the next level. So for me, being able to find pieces that I know can fit into my program is definitely a great aspect to have, and I'm looking for greatness out of our guys.
Now, I'm going to ask you this, Vernon, how cool is it that your head coach kind of ran up and down a basketball court with some really good dudes? I mean, and some of the stuff that he's bringing to your system.
Yeah.
He's learned there and he's seen it there. How cool is that to where you're learning some stuff from an NBA great and also somebody that's bringing some of that stuff to what the Trailblazers are doing?
Uh, yeah, man, it's great. It's one of the main reasons I came here. It's good to just have pro mindset to be able to learn from. And he's been in the same places that I've been, and he's been a student athlete and been at the pro level. So, and he's seen different stuff and different reads and different mindsets that he has. Like I say, it's good to pick his mind and know what he sees on the court, because it might be something that I've never seen before. But him having that pro mindset, knows these different reads and knows how to gel teams together. And he's been on teams that have had these greats and where he might not have been the best player. Like, how do you move without the ball, with the ball, or like
Mhm.
what can you do off the bench? Just staying engaged, and that's one of the big things he preaches, that inconsistency. Just seeing him go out there and play hard every day. I just know it's going to be the same. He comes out there to coach hard every day.
Coach, I wasn't going to let it get away. This is the first time
Yeah, I
we've been
thought he was
doing
gonna
something like this.
slide.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't going to let you slide on that. So, Coach, let's talk about your non-conference schedule and, Dallas Christian, Jarvis, North Texas, Dallas. I mean, some great matchups for you guys in the non-conference to get ready for arguably one of the best seasons we may see in the Sooner. We'll talk about the Sooner
Yeah.
schedule here in a second. Talk about your non-con games.
Yeah, definitely want to prepare my guys for the conference. So playing teams like what you say, UTD, UT Arlington. I mean, Jarvis Christian is in the Red River, and they're one of the top teams over there. Even we got Rice on December 20th. So two tough D1 teams, a tough D2 team, and of course a NAIA team, and a Christian team. So for me, just preparing these guys to understand again what we deal with night in and night out at the Sooner
Mhm.
Athletic Conference. From Langston all the way down to the bottom team, every night is a game that you could possibly lose if you don't come prepared. So, just again, like Vern said, keeping their mindset on the fact that we can be a great team if we think it and go out there and execute. Again, taking this job 5 years ago, didn't know what to expect about the Sooner Athletic Conference because I didn't know. But since I've been here, the basketball is second to none in my mind. We have a lot of coaches in our conference that do coach these young men up to be great outside of basketball, and that's one thing I appreciate about some of the colleagues in this conference. So for me, it's helped me stick around because I could have easily left, but seeing where I'm at and seeing my platform being used by these young men like Vernon and others from other teams that I've actually
Mhm.
helped allows me to continue to keep giving back, paying it forward. And that's all I care about at this point in my career because I've did it all, done, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's about giving back now.
And once again, Coach, I think our conference is arguably the best in the country, up and down. And there's not going to be, and you just mentioned, there's not an easy out. Every Thursday and Saturday this year, it's going to be a rock fight and a heavyweight
Yeah,
battle between, our teams in the conference because anybody can knock anybody off on any given night.
agreed. And just like going back to last year, we lost 8 games by 3 or more points. And just that simple change of a play or, guys buying in could have easily changed our,
Yeah.
our 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 record. So for me, again, that just lets me know how to coach my guys coming to this year and also letting them know, like, again, the tables can turn real quick because the year previous, we was one of the hottest teams in the conference. So for me, preaching consistency, understanding that we want to stick to our philosophy and just play the same way will help us, stay consistent.
And Vernon, yeah, you're one of the top players in the Sooner Athletic Conference. But how cool is it that you get to match up against some of the best talent in the Sooner, if not in the nation, on a nightly basis throughout the conference season?
It's just good to iron sharpens iron. So I just love to go out there, have those good matchups, and I don't know, just perform for my team. I usually don't look at individual matchups. I just go out there to win, man. Trying to be one of those top teams in the conference.
And the community there has really embraced what you guys are doing. It's got to be a lot of fun to play a home game down there at North Texas, Dallas. It just seems like a really cool place to play on the streams that I've seen and all of that great stuff.
Yeah, especially those close games. Like last year, we had a lot of those three points or less games that we lost and won. So everybody's really engaged. The fans are really engaged.
Mhm.
Even people that just aren't even from the school, just be surrounding area, or even people from other schools that come and support.
And coach, for you, it's just got to be so much fun to be able to coach in a town you played professionally in, and
Definitely.
to have that community buy-in for what you guys are doing.
Yes, definitely. I always tell my guys they never know who's watching us, and it comes a lot from me and who I am. So again, keeping them mindful, keeping them understanding that the community really pushes athletics, and we need that support, especially with us being the youngest, team in the conference. So being able to have the resources we need to push these guys over, even the gym, and I tell my guys we're a nomad team because we really haven't had our own home gym.
Yeah.
But at the same time, being able to have a place we can call home. So this year, being able to play at Ellis Davis Fieldhouse is going to, I think, help our upside on winning a lot of those close games because it's going to be probably the best gym in the conference as far as gyms go. So I'm looking forward to that experience for my guys, and again, hopefully it pushes us over the top.
No doubt about it. Well, guys, it's great to talk to you. I appreciate you taking some time out of the busy schedules right now, but I'm excited to see what you guys are going to do this year, and I'll be following along all year as long as with everybody else that follows the Sooner.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate you guys joining us once again from down in Dallas at North Texas, Dallas. Josh Howard, the head basketball coach on the men's side, and Vernon Johnson. They are a lot of fun. And watch this young man. He can hoop it up as better as anybody in the conference. He's going to be a lot of fun to follow throughout the year. When we come back, we'll continue to talk it over with a lot of our great coaches and student athletes here on the 2024 Sooner Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Media Day.